And now we are ready to begin the broadcast. There is a strike thrown by Juliana Hart. The leadoff batter today is Ciara Harnott for Monroe University from the Bronx. Here's the next delivery, and it's down low. 2 balls and a strike. Just underway today on a chilly, to say the least, afternoon. Temperature only about 47 degrees as we get started. Pitch taken high. 3-1. And a considerable wind to boot, so the wind chill makes it feel like only about 40 degrees today. There's a called strike, and the count has gone full. 3-2 on Ciara Harnott leading off this game. Amanda Rodriguez is the on-deck batter, and Hart will come with a payoff pitch, and it's fouled straight back to the fence behind home plate, and remains a full count. Rodriguez and then Julia Rosario in this opening inning for the Express. Another payoff pitch on the way, and that's in the dirt, ball 4, and Harnott starts the game with a walk. So leadoff base runner, and now Rodriguez, who's the center fielder, right-hand hitter. And she takes about knee-high, a strike called. Rodriguez is enjoying a terrific offensive season, a .462 average. 1 homer, 16 runs batted in, and she sends one foul over the dugout off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Leadoff base runner Harriet off first, and the next delivery is a shade off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. And fouled off the fence. 2-2 the count. And we'll take a look at how Brookdale lines up defensively in the outfield with Esposito, Campbell, and Zazzarino from left to right. On the infield, Pavlik and Fay on the left side with Bonilla and Lowe on the right side, and Jessica Fay doing the catching. Another foul ball off the bat of Rodriguez. Mentioned she has 1 home run this year, and it came in the most recent game for Monroe University, as they swept a doubleheader from Dutchess. Another one out of the strike zone. Throw down to first a little bit late. So 2 at-bats, 2 full counts. And Hart will come with another payoff pitch on its way home. Another foul ball. So Rodriguez is hanging tough in there. These are 2 teams that are capable of scoring runs in bunches. On 3-2, she spoiled another one. We're going to get a couple of new softballs for the home plate umpire, as Rodriguez has sent about 5 out of play in this turn at bat. So making Hart work hard. Another payoff pitch, and this one rolled foul. Julia Rosario is the catcher waiting on deck whenever Rodriguez's at-bat may conclude. And it will end with a walk, and back-to-back walks to start the day. And maybe not. So the scoreboard had it a full count, but apparently it is 3-2 now, so send Harriet back to first base, and now it'll be another 3-2 pitch. And it's popped up. We'll see if this stays in play. It's low, and she makes the catch. Secures it with two hands. And that finally retires Rodriguez after a long turn at bat, out number one. So 1 on, 1 out. And here's Rosario standing in, another right-hand hitter. Well, the first one bounces to home plate, ball one. Just underway, top of the first on this overcast afternoon. And that's too high, 2-0, so Hart battling some control difficulties in her opening inning. On 2-0, she fires in a strike call, 2-1. Rosario is another express batter, hitting better than 400. 429 with a couple of home runs. Here's another strike. And from 2-0, it's to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a strikeout to finish the inning, so Rosario goes down, and Brookdale will come to bat for the first time in the bottom of the first with no score.
Hi, my name's Audrey Lowe. I'm from Bradley Beach, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I play softball here at Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Sarah Nazaro. I'm from Old Bridge, New Jersey. I'm a health science major, and I came to Brookdale for the radiology program.
Hi, I'm Zamira Agriu. I'm from Monroe, New Jersey. My major is nursing, and the reason why I came to Brookdale is because it's close to home.
I'm Brian Gadsden. We go to the bottom of the first with Brookdale batting now for the first time against Melissa Martinez, who delivers low outside, 1-0. Jillian Fay, Juliana Hart, and Jalen Campbell in this opening inning for Brookdale. No score in the game. Here's a smash down the left field side, a foul ball, and it's a ball and a strike. On Jillian Fay, who's batting .512, which leads the Jersey Blues, in search of her first home run with 15 RBI. And she's been successful in all 23 stolen base attempts. So having quite a season as the catalyst to this team. And this one's hit out to left field where Castellanos moves back and can't get it. It's back toward the fence. Fay in the second with a double. And that is her 9th two-base hit of the year, which trails only Audra Lowe as Juliana Hart digs in. Pitcher for this game one, and she hits one past the circle. Shortstop Harriet on the charge and throws it away. And Fay comes across to score the first run. Hart ends up at second base, and on the throwing error, Brookdale has the first run home. It's 1-0. So here's Jalen Campbell, swings and misses at a first pitch, 0-1. Campbell, a .313 batter this year, has 1 home run with 18 batted in. There's only 3 Jersey Blues who have hit home runs this year, as there's a strike. Of course, Lowe has the majority of that total. Campbell and Esposito each have 1 home run. Taken a bit high, 1-2. So Brookdale a run home early, nobody out in the inning, and the next pitch is fouled and unable to be caught by Rosario. Made a good effort to get to that ball behind the plate. And now it'll be a 1-2 pitch, way up and out of the strike zone. Melissa Martinez, who is the starting pitcher for the Express, comes in with a 9.24 ERA. Misses in the dirt. A good stop by Rosario as they kept Hart from advancing. And the big problem for Martinez has been control. She's walked 30 batters and just over 41 innings of work, which is far too many. That's third base side foul. The ERA, though it is over 9, that is lower than the team's average. It's been a struggle in the circle for Monroe University, and here's a walk as Campbell will take first base. Now that brings in the Brookdale slugger, Audra Lowe. 8 home runs. 8 of the team's 10 total. Takes ball 1 low outside. She's batting .475 with that home run total. 41 RBI, which leads the team, and the second highest total is 25. She just gets a piece of that one. Ball to strike. So she has just had a tremendous season in the power department, starting now in 23rd game. Pops this one up on the right side, and it'll be taken by Peña Puente. And Lowe is the first out. And the rest of the defense for the Express in the outfield, they have Castellanos, Rodriguez, and Reyes from left to right. On the infield, Matias and Harriet are on the left side. Pitch is below the knees, ball 1. Cortez Molina and Peña Puente on the right side of the infield, with Rosario doing the catching. And Melissa Martinez, who winds up the next pitch. It's solidly, it's a foul ball. So 1-1 on Jessica Fay. Hitting .392 for the season, no homers. Looped out into shallow center, it falls for a base hit. Around third turns Hart, she'll score without a play. And on the RBI hit from Jessica Fay, make it 2-0. So Maya Bonilla is next, and she looks at called strike 1. And she, too, batting better than .400 at .414. 14 runs batted in. Fouls one off, down in the count, 0-2. So a good start for Brookdale. Already a pair home, which should be fairly long day of play today with 2 games on schedule. Doesn't look like there'll be any rain. That'll land in the dugout, a foul ball. Just overcast, but it is plenty chilly. 0-2 the count. And Bonilla hits one slowly that's going to sneak through into right center for a base hit. Campbell comes in to score. Low now Fay being waved home, and she comes in to score. So 2 runs on the base hit from Bonilla, who ends up at second base, and make it a 4-run opening inning. So Carmela Esposito flips one out towards second slowly. Cortez Molina's throw to first, not in time. So the last 2 haven't exactly stung the ball, but They've each gotten on base. There's still only one out in the inning. Ball one. Here's the throw to second. Not in time as Esposito able to take second base. So 1-0 on Emma Zazzarino. Pitch comes home. Rolled it foul. A ball and a strike. Two more in scoring position. It's Bonilla at third with Esposito at second. A base hit could score two more. Zazzarino gets the bunt down. Bare hand pickup and throw, and in time. As Rosario applies the tag. Bonilla out at the plate, second out of the inning. So Brookdale has batted around in their half of the first. They've scored 4, and steps the number 9 batter, Jaden Pavlik. Rolls it gently, foul. Anthony Pasillo there to flip it back in. Pavlik batting .301, no homers and 7 knocked in. She's starting at third base. Little flare out to the second baseman, and Cortez Molina secures it to end the inning, but it's a big first for Brookdale. They send 9 to the plate and score 4 times. We'll head to the second, 4-0.
Hi, my name is Jessica Fay. I'm from Lincroft, New Jersey. I'm a business major and I play softball at Brookdale.
Hi, my name is Jules Hart. My major is education and I'm from Carteret, New Jersey.
Top of the second inning with Brookdale in front now, 4-0. And that's the lead that Juliana Hart has to work with as she deals the first one, ball 1. To the backstop it goes on Genesis Matias, third baseman for the Express. And her play record of 10-15. They're out of the Region 15, so this is an out-of-region matchup for the Jersey Blues. On the ground towards short, up with it there is Fay, and she slings to first in time to retire Matias, 1 out. So Melissa Martinez will be the one to stand in, having already allowed 4 runs pitching in the first, and she takes strike 1 called. Does not have a hit this season, looking for her first. 0 for 6 on the year. 1-1. Michelle Cortez Molina awaits next. There's a swing and a miss late on that offering from Hart. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and down goes Martinez as Hart picks up her second strikeout, and there are 2 down. So Michelle Cortez Molina, who is the second baseman, 2 at bases clear, and 1-0. Hart takes the circle in this game 1 with a 10-2 record. 72 innings of work. And deals a strike, 1-1. And she's got an impressive ERA, 1.56. Better than a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. She jumps ahead 1-2. 40 walks this year, 84 punch-outs, and she's added 2 to that total. Chance to get another on a 1-2 pitch, and got it. As Cortez Molina strikes out, a 1-2-3 inning with a couple of strikeouts. Middle of the second, Brookdale 4-0.
Hi, my name is Jalen Campbell. I'm from Oak Ridge, New Jersey, and my major is radiology.
Hi, my name is Charlie Darty. I'm from Howell, New Jersey, and I'm a health science major.
Hi, my name is Jillian Fay. I'm a business major here at Brookdale, and I'm from Lincroft, New Jersey.
Bottom of the second inning, Brookdale 4, Monroe of the Bronx 0. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Jersey Blues, who batted around in the opening innings, so Jillian Fay gets it started in the bottom of the second. She had a two-base hit to get it started, scored the first run of the game, and there was a shot in the left field for another hit. She takes the turn at first, heads for second, and she's in with a second straight double. Now Brookdale romp. As Esposito now 1 for 2. Strokes one out to center field. It drops for a hit. Bonilla comes across to score. Run number 14 on the board. The latest driven in by Esposito. She's got a 2-hit day. Zazarino is next. Had a triple her last time up. Called a strike. Melissa Martinez is taking it on the chin for the Express today. Foul ball, 0-2. A team that came in with an ERA collectively over 11. That's not good news going against a Brookdale team that can pile up the runs. One-two pitch. Out to center field and dropped by Rodriguez. Runners to first and second. Well, Martinez has had a tough time pitching, but not getting a lot of help from the defense behind her. A number of miscues. As Jaden Pavlik swings and misses. And Brookdale has sent 9 to the plate in each of the 3 innings today. Ripped. A base hit into right center. Esposito didn't get a good read on it and will have to stop at third base. So they're loaded once again. This game is already well in hand. A 14-0 Jersey Blue lead. Just incredible. And a strike. So now you've got Jillian Fay, who's batting for a second time this inning. She already has a pair of doubles in the game in the first and second. Deep drive, left center field, headed back there and off the fence. Esposito scores. Zazarino is in. Here's Pavlik to score. And Fay all the way to third base. With 3 more runs batted in, it is 17-0. And this is an onslaught. Strike on Hart. Popped up. This should end the inning and will on the catch by Cortez Molina. Or no, it's the second out. Check that. 2 out. Bases are empty, an inning in which Brookdale has scored 8 more. Now Campbell fouls off the first offering. Campbell doesn't have a hit, but has scored 3 times, 2 walks, and was hit by a pitch earlier in this inning. She's now the 12th to bat in the frame. And on an 0-1, she swings and hits it right back to Martinez, who had it long enough to say the out was recorded, and that finishes the inning. But 8 more runs. And as we head to the fourth, it's Brookdale by 17.
Hi, my name is Jamie Vigil. I'm from Tinton Falls, New Jersey. I'm a math science major and I play softball here at Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Emma Zazzarino. I'm from Spring Lake Heights, New Jersey, and I'm a health science major here at Brookdale.
Start the fourth inning, and Brookdale is in cruise control in this game as Hart lost the handle on the motion. Get a little bit of a chuckle. But when you're up by 17 runs, it's easy to laugh something like that off. Top of the order due up for the Express, but it is Brookdale 17-0. That knee high, 2-1. Harriet worked to walk, and she is the only base runner for Monroe today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They can't make contact against Hart, who has struck out 5 straight. And 6 for the afternoon. Delivers 2-2. This one in play, knocked down by Pavlik and can't get a throw off. So Harriet able to reach first base. So Rodriguez now fouled out first base side, 0 for 1. On the ground weakly, on the charges Bonilla. On the throw, gets away at second base. So the first 2 have reached in the inning. Well, good things happen when you put the ball in play, and Monroe had 5 straight plate appearances of not doing so. Here in the inning, they've put a couple in play and gotten 2 base runners, even without a base hit. 1-0. It's Rosario, the catcher, who 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 1 of 6 Ks. That's a rocket and a nice pickup by Bonilla, who gets the out at first. Runners now to second and third. Easily the hardest hit ball of the inning and the first that goes for an out. Genesis Matias, 1-0. She grounded out to shortstop her first time up. 2 in scoring position. 2-0 count. These teams will play another today. After a break in between games, this one looks ticketed to finish after 5 today. Popped up short center and unable to make the over-the-shoulder catch as Monroe is going to break up the shutout. Harriet scores the run. Matias drives it in. It's 17-1. So here's Martinez, strikeout victim her first time. She's showing bunt. Pulls it back and takes a little bit low. To right field, but right at Zazzarino, flings it back toward third base. Rodriguez able to get back. Couple of hard hit balls in the inning, but Martinez lines out. 2 down. Runners remain at the corners. Cortez Molina. 2 on, 2 out. Out of play. Cortez Molina's another looking for her first hit of the season now, 0 for 11 with her 0 for 1 today. And that's weakly hit. Hart able to make the play and the throw in time to end the inning. So Monroe gets on the board and scores 1. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th, 17-1 Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Carmela Esposito. I'm from Monroe, New Jersey, and I'm an architecture major.
Bottom of the 4th inning, all Brookdale in this game 1 of the doubleheader. Audra Lowe, first ball swinging, high fly, and it lands off the glove of Harriet at short. Lowe to second, takes the turn, will settle there. Another leadoff base runner for Brookdale. Not content with just the 17 runs, looking to add on. Jessica Fay, 2 hits in the game. A little floater over second, grabbed. Low tagging, will take third base. So on a shallow fly ball, Cortez Molina didn't have to go far to catch it, but Low able to take third. Maya Bonilla, right side, foul. She's 3 for 3 in the game with 2 singles and a triple. Triples in the last inning by Bonilla and Jillian Fay. Fay who's working on a 3 extra base hit game. And that one bounces, ball and strike. And did we mention it's chilly? Feels like only about 40 degrees today and only dropping since we first got underway with a considerable wind as well. It's tough to get warm out there. And these conditions oftentimes can suppress offense. But Brookdale has been hitting the ball with plenty of authority this afternoon, to the tune of 17 runs. And now Bonilla with a drive to left. This ball is down. A base hit. She's 4 for 4. Heads for second and in there. Carmela Esposito, 2 for 3. Couple of singles. Bouncing ball to short. This will be dropped by Peña Puente. So they're at the corners. Zazarino with a check swing foul ball. She also has a triple in the game. 3 Brookdale 3 base hits. And they've scored in every inning. Biggest was the 3rd, in which they scored 8 times. There is a strike. I mentioned it's been a while since they last played, but in that doubleheader sweep against Bucks County, which was back on March 30th, this is out to center field. Will drop for a hit and will score another run as Bonilla touches home plate. But in that doubleheader, they scored 14 and 21 respectively. Now they're 1 away from 20 in this game. They've topped the 20 mark twice. Now Fay with a drive in the left center that finds the grass for a base hit. And Fay with a high fly ball. And Castellanos able to make the catch, tagging the runner and scoring. It's Esposito with run number 20. And Hart. That'll be a base hit going down the line and right. Here's another run to score. Zazarino in, Pavlik to third. 21-1. Unbelievable. And that goes down the line left for a base hit that's ruled a fair ball as two more runs come to the plate to make it 23-1. Lowe started this inning with a double and scored. 0-2. 2 out in the inning. Brookdale run scoring by inning is rather remarkable today. 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 8 in the third, and now a half dozen more here in the fourth. It adds up to 23. Gonna be working on a season high total. 2-2. And this Monroe team had actually come in playing better ball of late. 10-5 in their last 15 games, but today it has been very difficult out there. You know, a 3-2 pitch. We'll put Lowe on first.
Coach, 1 for 11. Oh, you're pretty confident, huh?
This is the first lineup change as Amira Agriou comes off the bench. Jessica Fay will get an at-bat off. Two more on base, a whopping score, 23-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader. And Agriou adds a base hit. It goes off the shortstop's glove. As Campbell scores the run. Strike. Now, Maya Bonilla, and she might be the player of the game. 4 for 4. A home run shy of the cycle. Bouncing ball, foul. I don't think I've quite seen a game like this. 23-run differential, and I'm going to hold the runner at third. The bases are loaded after Cortez and Molina and Reyes came together. Neither caught the ball, and the inning continues. And for Bonilla, it is 5 at-bats and 5 hits. So here's Esposito taking very high. And evidently they have called the inning. So one pitch into Esposito's turn at bat will allow Monroe to take one more turn at bat, and the score is what it is, and it's 24-1, Jersey Blues to the fifth.
Hi, my name is Jaden Pavlik. I live in Holmesdale, New Jersey, and my major is criminal justice.
Top of the fifth inning should be the final half inning of this game one. Strike one. It is Brookdale 24, Monroe 1. Brianna Castellanos is first up in the inning. Ball and a strike. Ren Reyes and Darlene Pena Puente scheduled to hit. 2 balls and a strike. Hart looking for the complete game effort over 5 innings. Has held the opposition to just a run and has had tons of run support. 2-2. Still working on a season-high total today, 24. 4 runs today is their lowest total. A strikeout to start the inning of Castellanos, 1 gone. And 7 strikeouts. Reyes has one of them. 0-1. So we'll have a break between and then get set for game 2 today. We'll see if these teams can play a more competitive game. Oh, 2. Two and 2. And a strikeout is out number 2.
Hi, my name is Maya Bonilla. I'm from Jackson, and my major is business.
So Ren Reyes was able to get up, be assisted off to the dugout, which is very good news. Scary looking situation. And we resume play with Pena Puente able to reach first base. I'll give the Express a 2-out base runner in this 5th inning. There's a strike. Ciara Harriet, the batter. Fly ball to center, coming in, and Campbell can't squeeze it. Pena Puente to second. Harriet keeps the game going with a base hit to center field. So it'll bring in Rodriguez. Brookdale 1 out away. Swinging strike 1. And Rodriguez has fouled out to first. Reached on an error last time up. 0 for 2. Taken upstairs. 1-1. Eight strikeouts today for Hart, looking for one more to finish off this game 1, and gets it. It's over. And Brookdale has won game 1 by a score of 24-1. They beat Monroe from the Bronx. All Brookdale, who batted around 4 different times in their 4 times at bat and explode for the 24 runs scored. And for the first time in 11 days, they play a game here and get a romping win. So we got a break. We got game 2 for you here as the action continues from Lincroft. Brookdale a winner in blowout style in game 1. Brian Gadsford here with you. Stay with us on Brookdale TV.
Hi, my name's Audrey Lowe. I'm from Bradley Beach, New Jersey. I'm a business major and I play softball here at Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Sarah Nazaro. I'm from Old Bridge, New Jersey. I'm a health science major and I came to Brookdale for the radiology program.
Brian Gadsford here with you as game 2 is underway, and we've got an 0-2 count on the leadoff hitter. Brookdale and Monroe from the Bronx, game 2 after Brookdale's romping game 1 win on a sharply hit ball to short. And Jillian Fay takes care of Ciara Harriet leading off this game 2, the first out. So here's Amanda Rodriguez, who went 0 for 2 in the doubleheader opener. Takes ball 1. There's Jaden Pavlik in the circle for this game for Brookdale today, and she deals the 1-0 pitch and falls behind 2-0. Rodriguez, who cracked her first home run of the year. Monroe's doubleheader sweep over Dutchess Community College, and that was on Tuesday. Taken for a strike as it spots the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Julia Rosario, the catcher, waiting next for the Express. Another strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game 1 today ended after just 5 innings because of the romping score, 24-1 the final in Brookdale's favor. Just got a piece. So the teams now not only wrap up the doubleheader with this game, but finish their 4-game season series. And the first 3 have gone in Brookdale's favor, and all 3 have been blowouts. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Out toward left field, it sinks down for a base hit, and so Rodriguez, a 1-out single. Temperature only in the 40s today, and there is no sunshine whatsoever. Sometimes if it's cold and you get sun, at least it feels a little more manageable, but it's quite cold with just cloud cover overhead. Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike. Letter high on Rosario. 0 for 2 in game 1, including a strikeout. And that's off the plate away. Ball and a strike. So Pavlik pitching today hasn't quite had the same success as Hart, but still pretty solid season with a 4-5 record, 4.59 ERA, and behind 2-0. Hart was the game 1 winner today over her 5 innings. Brookdale has used just 2 pitchers all season long. And now it's 3-0, but they got the runner hung up between first and second in the rundown. Still running loose. Now the tag applied and got her. So maybe more throws than they would have liked on the rundown, but eventually the tag out of Rodriguez for the second out. 3-1 count on Rosario. Full count now. Bases are now empty with 2 out. Hit hard on a hop, but Bonilla's got it and the play to first in time. So because of the caught stealing, nobody left on. Brookdale coming up for the first time in Game 2. What can they do for an encore after 24 in Game 1? We'll find out next.
Hi, I'm Zamira Agriu. I'm from Monroe, New Jersey. My major is nursing, and the reason why I came to Brookdale is because it's close to home.
Hi, my name is Jessica Fay. I'm from Lincroft, New Jersey. I'm a business major and I play softball at Brookdale.
Bottom of the first inning starts with ball 1. Jillian Fay to start off Game 2, just as she did the earlier game today, and doing so in rollicking fashion with 3 extra base hits in the game. 2 doubles and a triple, had a sacrifice fly to boot, and her final turn at bat. And takes a strike to even the count. Starting pitcher is Jalen Miner for the Express, and certainly hoping for better results than Melissa Martinez had earlier. Falls behind 2-1. Charlie Doherty, we didn't see in Game 1. She gets the start in this one on deck, and then it'll be Jalen Campbell. 2-1 to Fay. Takes a strike, 2-2. Miner, who has the best ERA on the Monroe team. It is over 8, but it is the lowest number, but Fay greets her with a shot into the gap in right center, and off to the races she goes. To second, she stops with a leadoff double, and the 4th extra base hit. They just continue to get good swing after good swing all day long, hitting line drives all over the place. 24 runs and didn't hit a ball over the fence in Game 1 today. Ball 1 on Doherty. Makes her 18th start this year. She's a .286 batter with 9 runs batted in. Starting in right field. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Jalen Campbell waiting next. And a swing and a miss down to third. Safely is Fay. The throw was dropped. Two and one count on Doherty. And Miner winds it up. Swing and it's fouled straight back. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And fouled off another. Nearly identical spot as the last. So Fay now the base runner at third. Campbell waiting on deck. Another 2-2 will come. And Doherty swings, hits it sharply down to third. Up with it, and the throw in time, but a run scores. So Doherty drives in a run with a ground out, and Brookdale's at to a 1-0 lead. Bases are empty as Campbell stands in for the first time. Starting both games in center field, reached base all 4 times in Game 1. Brookdale was just littered with base runners. Foul tip, strike one into the mitt. One bounces to the play in the count 1-1. Campbell in that game walked twice, was hit by a pitch, and then had a double or fourth time up, scored all 4 times. Jersey Blues had 3 triples in the game, a couple of bases clearing efforts. He's scored runs in just about any way possible without hitting one over the fence. Here's one on the corner and called a strike. Two-two pitch on its way, and it bounces a couple of times into the backstop. Well, we saw a scary moment toward the end. It was in the final inning when Ren Reyes struck out and tripped on the dirt, fell down, thought for a moment that it was something worse than simply falling down. As a walk will give Brookdale a 1-out base runner. And the report is that Reyes twisted her knee and is not playing in this game too, but I think all things considered, it was a fortunate result considering there were some here in the park who thought it was a medical emergency. Unfortunately, it was not to that level. She just merely lost her footing. It looked scary. So we wish Reyes the best. Brookdale now a runner at second base, and that's Campbell. Lowe will try to get her in. She had a multiple hit game, but then again, who didn't for Brookdale in game 1? Another one that gets away comes right towards us. And so Campbell now to third, an RBI chance for Lowe, who has a whole bunch of them. Better than 40 runs batted in. Clearly the leader of this team as a sophomore, and it's 3-0. One out in the inning, and Jessica Fay waits to hit next. Minor, who is behind 3-0. Lowe smashes one into right field for a base hit. Campbell comes across to score. Lowe drives in a run with a solid single, and it's 2-0. So here's Fay, 3 for 5 in the opener. Second on the team in runs batted in. She entered with 25. And takes strike one called. So the Fays in game 1 had 3 hits each. Jillian in the leadoff spot in the batting order. Jessica, the everyday catcher. A 1-1 count. Throw to second, not in time. Close play, but Low able to get in ahead of the tag. Brookdale has been caught stealing just twice all season. They have over 100 successful stolen bases. So, I mean, their success rate is a remarkable number. Low now at second, 2-1 pitch down the line, foul. Two runs home in this inning, but that would be the lowest number out of the 5 times at bat for Brookdale in this doubleheader. Of course, there's opportunity to add to it with only 1 out. And a 2-2 pitch, a full count. And the 3-2 delivery. Out into shallow center. It bloops in for a base hit, low to third, and they've got him at the corners. Now Bonilla, who was, just about everyone was a hitting star in game 1, but no one more so than Bonilla, who had a 5-for-5 game and only needed a home run to complete the cycle. She hasn't hit a home run this season. It's Rosario, who continues to get a workout behind the plate. With a 1-0 and high and outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Fouled it off. 2-1. And down and in, 3-1 now. And she'll take the walk. So that is now 6 times on base. And it's been quite an afternoon for Brookdale offensively. As Pavlik will be the batter, hitting the number 9 spot earlier today, moved up to number 7. Bases are full of Jersey Blues as Pavlik watches ball 1 sail out of the strike zone. Low, the base runner at third. Jessica Fay is at second, and Bonilla at first. Nowhere close. 2-0. Minor has walked 14 batters and has only struck out 5. Behind 2-0, and it's called a strike. Pavlik shaking her head a bit, thought that pitch was low, and it appeared to be. Now the 2-1 lays off. 3 balls and a strike. Brookdale came through in their bases loaded opportunities earlier with a couple of bases clearing hits. Chance here with the bags full, only 1 out. And ball 4 will bring in the 3rd run of the inning. It'll be low to score it. Pavlik gets credit for a run batted in. 3-0 Brookdale. There's going to be a conversation in the circle. Try to settle down the right-hander Minor. So here's Jamie Vigil, first at bat. Didn't get the start in game one, but she's out there for this one. Grounds one down at third, out at third, and the throw is dropped at first.
She was going from second to third, right? You had a force there? Yeah. Then she's out. Hey, she's good. She's good. Everybody's good. Okay. All right, let's go. That was a force.
Home plate umpire going over the ruling there. The call was out at third on the force play, so Nia is out. Pavlik is now at third with Vigil reaching first on the fielder's choice. Ball one low. Sarah Nazaro is a .219 batter this year with 3 RBI. 4 runs home in this bottom of the first, a 4-0 Jersey Blue lead. And Nazaro shows bunt. And Minor started and stopped her delivery, and that's going to cost her a ball. So 2-0 now on Nazaro. Brookdale's now outscored the Express in the doubleheader 28-1. That's over the inside corner. Uncontested steal of second. And now as the throw gets away, the run Pavlik able to come in to score. 5-0. So Vigil now at third, 2 out in the inning, 5-0 Brookdale, 2-1 pitch, too high. That's ball 4, and ball gets away. Another run is in. Alert base running from Vigil to score run number 6. And Brookdale is at it again. Faye batting for a second time in the inning. Got things started with a double, scored the first run. 5 more have scored behind her. This one kicks away from Rosario, and down to second goes Nazaro. This has been as one-sided as it possibly can be. Faye has just been hitting extra base hits all over the field, takes a strike. There's 3 doubles in about 6 innings of work today. Also has a triple. Came in with a batting average over 500. Takes one a good pick by Rosario on ball 2. Runner at second. This one popped up left side and corralled by Matthias to end the inning, but it's a big one for Brookdale. They send 10 to the plate and score 6 times after one in game 2. 6-0 Jersey Blues.
Hi, my name is Jules Hart. My major is education, and I'm from Carteret, New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Jalen Campbell. I'm from Old Bridge, New Jersey, and my major is radiology.
Hi, my name is Charlie Darty. I'm from Howell, New Jersey, and I'm a health science major.
Top of the second inning, I'm Brian Gadsford, and the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Genesis Matthias leading off. Express will send up the middle of the order. 4, 5, and 6 hitters. 6-0 Brookdale leads. Looking for a doubleheader sweep. And the count 1-1 on Matthias. Will be followed in the inning by Melissa Martinez and Michelle Molina. Pavlik's 1-1 pitch is over. A fastball for a strike. High and away, 2-2. And I mentioned during the last game that the Monroe team had actually been playing better lately. A 10-5 record over their last 15 before they made the trip to Lincroft. And this was a team that started its season with 10 straight losses. But after getting swept by Brookdale the first time around up in the Bronx, that was when they started to turn their season in the right direction. That'll land foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 the count, but it has been a very difficult doubleheader today for the visiting Monroe team. Competes as part of the Region 15. There's only 3 teams in their section of the standings where they are actually in first place, leading Suffolk and Dutchess. Strike 3 to ring up Matthias, the first out of the inning. And I think the umpires want to move this one along as quickly as possible. The chilly conditions. Not too much daylight left as well. Swinging strike 1 on Martinez. Took the loss in game 1 in the circle. Did not get helped by the defense behind her. Out to right field, here's Doherty for out number 2. Two out, nobody on, and here's Molina. So Pavlik has given up 1 hit. That was erased on a caught stealing where the runner got hung up between first and second. And just looking to cruise with another big lead. 6-0 Brookdale. That misses the outside edge. 1-1. There's a strike. 2-2 the count. And Pavlik will wind it up with 2 out in the inning. Full count. Pavlik has worked 61 innings, more walks than strikeouts, with an ERA about 4.5. And the walk will give the Express a 2-out base runner. Molina is on.
That's all right. Let's go. Let's get focused. Come on now.
So that'll bring up Brianna Castellanos, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts earlier, and about let her high for a strike. Two-out base runner at first. And a little chopper to the left side for Vigil. Throws across, and that'll end the inning. A walk and one left, middle of the second. Brookdale, 6-0.
Hi, my name is Jillian Fay. I'm a business major here at Brookdale, and I'm from Lincroft, New Jersey.
Bottom of the second, Brookdale leading Monroe 6-0. Bidding for the doubleheader sweep on Brian Gadsford as the first pitch is ball one. Charlie Doherty 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. Brookdale has scored in every inning and scoring big numbers in just about all of the innings. Today's doubleheader, this has popped up and out of the circle to make the catch. Minor, 1 out. So Doherty is retired. Jaden Campbell coming up, and then Audra Lowe as Brookdale bats this bottom of the second. Campbell worked a walk and scored. Jersey Blues batted around in the opening inning against Minor, whose first pitch is off the plate away, 1-0. Fouled it back. And it definitely seems that there is a concerted effort to keep this game moving at a fast pace. Very short warm-up time in between innings. They're letting the pitchers throw about one warm-up. Want to get this done before the daylight is over. In all likelihood, it'll be another 5-inning outing. In these chilly conditions, Brookdale up 6-0. Really, the entire month of April to this point has been unseasonably cold. And we had a couple of 70-plus degree days in March, but no sign of spring lately. Ground ball to short, unable to be handled by Pena, and Campbell reaches first base. So here's Lowe, wrapped a base hit into right fielder first time up since went in that direction, this time on a high fly ball, dropped by Rodriguez. Campbell turning second, heads for third, will stop. And that is another playable ball that just has not been caught, and there have been many miscues all afternoon long for the Express. We've seen them drop fly balls all over the place. Here's one in the dirt, throw to second, and Campbell able to score the run. So the throw went to second. Campbell from third came in to score. 7-0. Faye already 1 for 1, takes a strike. Low now at second base, 1-1 pitch. Bounces, low to third, throw, not in time. Two 2-1 pitch. Ball 3, and all 3 have been in the dirt. Rosario between last game and this one. And she's done a good job back there of keeping the ball in front on a number of pitches that have been spiked. And catches one over the inside corner and runs the count full. Lowe's at third with only 1 out. It's a 7-0 Brookdale lead in this game, too. Payoff pitch on its way, and Faye takes strike 3 called. Got locked up on that pitch over the inside part of the plate, out number 2. So here's Bonilla, who has not been retired. A 5-hit game 1. First at bat in this one, worked a walk. That one chested down by Rosario. Continues to do good work behind the plate. Lowe still at third, now with 2 out. Brookdale batting bottom of the second. To left. And down for a base hit. Another run is in. Lowe scores. Bonilla stops at first. She has her 6th hit of the doubleheader, the latest to drive in a run, and it's 8-0. Jaden Pavlik is next. Drew a walk her first time up, scored a run. Here's a shot into right. And that's in for a hit. Going first to third, Bonilla will take the turn and head on home, and the throw will not get her. Pavlik ends up at second. 9-0 Jersey Blues. So here's Vigil. Reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. Called a strike. 6 runs in the first, 3 more here in the second. And talk about a doubleheader that has been dominated by Brookdale. They have outscored Monroe 33-1. It's almost hard to wrap your head around the level of domination today. 2-1. This is going to be a long trip back to New York City for Monroe. After 2 games in which they were completely outclassed. 2-2 to Vigil, 2 out. Runner at second. Pitch comes home. Vigil swings, laces it in the right center. Pavlik on her way home and scores. To second, Vigil safe with an RBI double. It's 10-0. Sarah Nazaro. Manning in the number 9 spot in the order. Just gets a piece. 0-1. Ball 2 without a strike. Rosario able to find it at the plate. Jillian Fay next. And it's down and in. 2 balls and a strike. Down the line foul as Zorro got out ahead of one. The next 2-2 pitch. And a full count. We'll be back to the top of the order next. And now a payoff pitch. Inside and hit her. So she'll take her base, and Brookdale will have runners at first and second. So Fay already has a double. It's taken high and wide. 2-0 on Jillian, who's had a big doubleheader. 4 extra base hits, 3 doubles and a triple. She has set the tone for the rest of her teammates to continue the offensive damage behind her. It's got a 3-0 count here. Runners at second and third, 2 out, 10-0 Brookdale, and a strike. And then she'll take first base, and the bases are loaded. Charlie Doherty will be the batter. 0 for 2 so far, is grounded to third and popped back to the circle where Minor made the catch. And a good stop by Rosario on ball 1. Vigil at third, Nazaro at second, and Fay base runner at first. Bases loaded, 10-0. Bottom of the second, Doherty takes one upstairs, and it's a 2-0 count. Minor hoping to finish the inning here, but even if she does, her team behind by 10 runs. There's a swing and a miss. Ball gets away and in to score. As Vigil touches home plate on the short, wild pitch, 11-0. Two-one pitch, 3-1. Even with the Lopsided score. Brookdale dugout still with a lot of energy cheering on their teammates. 3-1 pitch. Out into shallow center. It's reeled in by Harriet, who makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch to end the inning. But Brookdale scores 5 more. Big inning after big inning all day long today. And after 2 in game 2, 11-0.
Hi, my name is Jamie Vigil. I'm from Tinton Falls, New Jersey. I'm a math science major and I play softball here at Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Emma Zazzarino. I'm from Spring Lake Heights, New Jersey, and I'm a health science major here at Brookdale.
11-0 Brookdale. We start the top of the 3rd inning. 8-9-1 due up for Monroe. First pitch is a strike. Jalen Miner. 8-9-1 due up with Darlene Pena and Ciara Harriet as the lineup will turn over. Just missed the outside corner. 1-1. Strike. A ball and 2 strikes. It's a base hit into right field off the bat of Miner. Leadoff single gets the Monroe dugout with uproarious cheer. They haven't had much to cheer about today. I think they're cheering an extra so because it is Miner's first hit of the season. Here's Pena. She bunts it, a foul ball. Brookdale had a couple of recipients of the Player of the Week honors going back the previous week. Both Pavlik, the pitcher in this one, and Jaden Campbell were named Players of the Week on this bunt. It's fielded by Lowe, and the quick throw hits the runner and safe at first base. Now they got a runner hung up, and she'll be able to get back to second. Looks like we got a Jersey blue shaken up a bit on that throw. Looks like it's Bonilla. So back to the top of the order, Ciara Harriet started this game too with a granddad to shortstop. 11-0 Brookdale, but Monroe 2 on base as they try to fight their way back in this deep deficit. Two 2-0. Bonilla stays in the game after being struck by that throw from Lowe. Appears to be okay. Now here's a 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. On the ground left side, Vigil will take it to the bag at third for the force play and out number 1. So Miner is forced out. Pena now the base runner at second. With Harriet at first, and in steps Rodriguez. Base hit her first time up, but was then caught stealing. Ball 1. There's 1 home run this year. This team has a fairly substantial home run number. 1-1 the count. They've hit 16, which is 6 more than the Jersey Blues. And they've had some big offensive totals, but they also have given up tons of runs. Bounced off the glove of Pavlik out to short, and not quite in time. Infield hit for Rodriguez will load the bases. So the base is now loaded with Pena at third, Harriet at second, and Rodriguez at first. In steps Rosario. 0-for-1 grounded out to the right side. 1 out in the inning, and a sharply hit ball in the center that's through for a base hit. Pena scores. Harriet races to the plate. Now they've got Rodriguez hung up, and the play at third, not in time. 2-run score as Rosario drives in a pair and gets Monroe on the board, making it 11-2. That's 4 hits in the inning off Pavlik. And Matias will be the batter. Took a called third strike her first time up. That was in the second. Runners at the corners and at the knees for a strike called. Popped up. They can't quite reach it. No 1-2 pitch. Cross is a little bit low. 2-2. Slowly hit. Lowe's got it. She'll take it herself. 2 out. Runners at second and third. And Melissa Martinez, 2 on, 2 out. There is a strike. So the Express have scored 2 in the inning, but trailed by 9. 11-2 the score. High and wide, 1-1. Martinez, her earlier at bat, flied out to Doherty in right field. This one's past the circle and to Fay at short, who will apply the tag to end the inning. They scored 2, and that's it. Middle of the third in game 2, 11-2. Brookdale.
Hi, I'm Carmela Esposito. I'm from Monroe, New Jersey, and I'm an architecture major.
Bottom of the third inning, I'm Brian Goudsward. Campbell, first ball swinging, grounder to short. Harriet throws across, 1 pitch, 1 out as Campbell retired. And we have not seen too many times in which Brookdale has not gotten the leadoff player on base. just littered the bases with base runners all afternoon long, the two games today. 1-0 on Lowe. And she's been on twice in this game with a single and an error in which Rodriguez had the ball pop out of her glove. Ball 2 without a strike on Brookdale's leading power threat. 8 home runs. That's 8 of the team's 10 total. Entered with 41 RBI. Flies this one along the left side, out of play. And a new pitcher. That's roped in the right, and Lowe's got another base hit. A single to right with 1 out. And Jessica Fay will stand in, a single, and call that on strikes, 1 for 2. A bouncer, and to second standing is Lowe. Okay, the new pitcher is not new to the doubleheader. Melissa Martinez was the starter in game 1. Here's another chance, and it goes right through Harriet at short. Into the outfield, around third comes Lowe, will score without a play, and the lead is back to double digits, 12-2. And Maya Bonilla, who just will refuse to go down in this game. The game in the doubleheader. 7 times on base with 6 hits and a walk. Came in with a batting average over 400, and that's gone way up. This one's past the backhand attempt of Harriet into left. Fay stops at second, and Bonilla is aboard again. And they'll bring in Pavlik, who is the pitcher for this game, and at the plate has been on with a walk and a 2-base hit and scored twice. So this game is on pace to wrap up after 5 innings once again, just as we were earlier today after a 24-1 beatdown. This ball will go through. Molina got a piece, but it's into the outfield, and another run is in. Fay scores 13-2. And here's Vigil with a fielder's choice and a double, and foul ball, strike 1. And gets under this one. Second baseman trails out to make the catch. That's Molina tagging at third, and Bonilla will score on a short sacrifice fly. Vigil did not hit the ball deep, but will get an RBI. 14-2. Now Nazaro, the number 9 batter, first ball swinging, foul. Pena in pursuit of it. 0-1. So in this game, the run scoring has gone as follows: 6 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 more in the third. It adds up to 14-2. On a hop to short, play to first to end the inning. But they add 3 more. And after 3 full in game 2, Brookdale 14, Monroe 2.
Hi, my name is Jaden Pavlik. I live in Holmdel, New Jersey, and my major is criminal justice.
Top of the 4th inning, Brookdale out in front, 14-2. Looking for the doubleheader sweep. That's called a strike. Michelle Molina leading off the inning for the Express. scored 2 in the last frame against Pavlik, but that's not enough at the rate Brookdale is scoring in this doubleheader. They have scored an incredible 38 runs in the 2 games, and we've only played 8 innings. There's a defensive swing for strike 3, and Molina's the first out. So Brianna Castellanos, so for 3 in the doubleheader, grounded out to third, her first time in this one. Pavlik delivers, spots the outside corner, 0-1. On the ground, Vigil, 2 out. So the first 2 set aside by Pavlik in the inning. And the bases are empty for Jalen Miner. Started this game as the pitcher. He's now moved into left field with Melissa Martinez taking over below the knees. You got a piece. Pavlik ahead in the count. Well, next up for Brookdale will be Saturday. We'll travel down to the southern part of the state and meet Camden. A 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 to get Miner, and then a 1-2-3 inning for Pavlik with a couple of strikeouts. Middle of the 4th, it's 14-2.
Hi, my name is Maya Bonilla. I'm from Jackson, and my major is business.
Bottom 4, it's 14-2, Brookdale. Looking for the doubleheader sweep today. Jillian Fay sees strike 1. In this game, she has doubled and walked. And now with a rope to left, that ball is fair into the corner. Another extra base hit, heading for second, motoring for third. And she'll be there standing, a leadoff triple. Just hitting line drives all over the place. So Zamira Egriou now with strike 1. Getting an at-bat off the bench. Charlie Doherty pulled from the game, and Egriou goes after one up and out of the strike zone, 0-2. And having some fun as she talks about it with her teammates in the dugout. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Egriou had an at-bat in game 1, so each of these games she has come off the bench. Now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, and it's full. And it's Fay to score on the wild pitch. 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Should stay in play, but it drops. Monroe has to be frustrated with the way these two games have gone defensively. Be another payoff pitch. On the ground to short. And Igriu is the first out.
Did you apologize? Yes, I did. It's okay. It was an accident. Just be careful, okay?
So Campbell will step in, 1 out. In all likelihood, this will be Brookdale's final trip to the plate, and they can close it out in the top of the 5th, next half inning. It could be 2 romping wins. First by the mercy rule, one of their most lopsided efforts of the season, winning 24-1. And they're up 15-2 here in this one. Here's a 2-1 pitch, up high. So not showing any signs of rust, having not played in an 11-day span. Campbell takes the walk. And that'll get low to the plate. There are at least 6 games that have been postponed or canceled, and that's why Brookdale has had such a long period of inactivity. Low grounds out to end the inning. It's a tame one for Brookdale, who scores just 1. But the lead is 15-2, and that was only the second out of the inning. My mistake. So here's Jessica Fay. That'll get down in front of Castellanos and will plate another run as Campbell jogs to the plate. The latest run is driven in by Fay, 16-2. Maya Bonilla with ball 1. And what a day the Brookdale second baseman has had. They have not kept her off base a single time. This is now her 9th plate appearance. She's reached all 8 times, just like her number 8. 2 for 2 in this game. There's a strike, also a walk. Scored twice. Flips this one foul. And strike 3 will end the inning. So Bonilla called out on strike. She's out for the first time in the 2 games today. Brookdale scores 2 and can finish the doubleheader next in the 5th with a 16-2 lead.
Hi, my name is Maya Bonilla. I'm from Jackson, and my major is business.
Top of the 5th inning. Pavlik looking to close it out right here. Ball 1. As the Express will send up 9, 1, and 2 in the order. It starts with Darlene Pena. Be back to the top next. Harriet and Amanda Rodriguez to follow. 2 balls, no strikes. Pena had a base hit and scored a run back in the 3rd. Corners in against the bunt attempt. And she offered at that pitch. Here's the next from Pavlik. Another bunt attempt, another strike called. One and 2 the count. And that's off the plate away. 2 and 2. Brookdale 3 outs away from the doubleheader sweep in the cold conditions. There's strike 3 swinging. Pena out. 1 gone. Ciara Harriet hit the ball on the ground twice. Ran out to short, reached on a fielder's choice. 0-1. (16-2) the score. About ready to wrap this one up with called strike 2. Rodriguez has a couple of hits in this game on deck. And the 0-2. Oh, Ephus pitch. I've got some laughter. Whether Pavlik just lost the grip on that one, but it was a slow ball. That one much faster. 2-2. One out in this 5th. Brookdale can wrap up another on the mercy rule. Fouled off. Get ready for a trip to Camden. Next up for the Express. They will take on the Community College of Rhode Island. They'll be back home in the Bronx, and that'll be on Sunday. A doubleheader. Strike 3. As Harriet, the second out of the inning, and back-to-back strikeouts, and now 1 out away. So it'll be left to Rodriguez. 2 for 2 in this game, a couple of singles. Strike called. This has been a doubleheader that Brookdale has dominated, maybe unlike any other. 0-2, and now 1 strike away after a 24-1 stomping in game 1. They're in front 16-2. That is a total of 40 runs scored. And they only came to the plate in 8 innings. It's better than a 4-run per inning average. 1-2 to Rodriguez. 1 strike away. Pavlik brings it. It's up and away. Hard had the complete game over 5 innings in game 1, and now Pavlik looking to follow suit. Deals the 2-2. Rodriguez takes it off the plate, and the count is full. If she kept it going, Jalea Rosario would bat. Payoff delivery upcoming, and it's too high, ball 4. Rodriguez pausing for a moment to make sure it was called out of the strike zone, and she's on a 2-out walk. So Rosario, the batter, 1 for 2, singled her last time it was in the third. Strike. And we thank you for checking out the games here today on a chilly afternoon in Lincroft. Hope for warmer temperatures going forward. There's a shot to left field. That ball is off the fence for an extra base hit. As Rodriguez goes first to third and Rosario cracks a double. Didn't miss leaving the yard by much at all. And here's Matias, 0 for 2. 1-0. Matias has been called out on strikes and grounded out unassisted to low at first. On a 1-0 pitch. On the ground, this should do it. Back to Pavlik, and it's over. And that is 2 Mercy Rule wins in the doubleheader today. A total of 40 runs in the 2 games. As Brookdale brought out the heavy bats all afternoon long and romp Monroe. They sweep the season series, winning all 4 times. They win 24-1 in game 1. A little tamer in game 2, but they take it with a 16-2 final. So the teams had to shake hands. It wraps up our coverage today. We thank you for joining us.